We've all been sleeping on this artist. In today's video, I'll be reacting to Mariah Carey's background singer Trey Lorenz and his 1992 self-titled album. So if you're ready to hear those high notes, stick around. Hi, I'm Dante and welcome to Project Iconic, where I study icons until I become one. So follow if you want to become a future icon in training. We're studying Mariah Carey, but today I'll be reacting to her background singer, friend, and protege Trey Lorenz and his self-titled 1992 album, which was released after their #1 single, I'll Be There, featured on Mariah's MTV Unplugged special. As you can see, I got a skincare moment going because I thought, why not use my gua sha that I haven't used since like the pandemic while I listen to this album. You know, honestly, I see so many people on the TL, the timeline, talking about how great this album is. And I was always curious that I'm like, I don't know, like, you never know when it's, you know, kind of adjacent, affiliated to your favorite artist. How's this gonna sound? What's it gonna be like? But if she's involved in it, and I know Trey's got the vocal chops, it must be great. It's just kind of one of those things where you know you're gonna get around to it, but you haven't got around to it. So today we're gonna get around to it. And I have like high expectations because every person that I have talked about, or even when I was researching Trey for the 1992 videos, they've all said in the comments that this is an amazing album. I even saw one person compare it to Celine Dion's debut album and her The Color of My Love album. So I got high expectations here. Let's go. This is Someone to Hold. This was the lead single. Okay. I got my Carrie Grant here. This is the only brand we trust. This is the only girl we trust around here. Like what I'm hearing so far. I always try to go up. You don't want to go down. We want everything to be nice and tight and up. Why is this giving me like Pose vibes? I don't know why. Like I can imagine the cast like dancing to this in Electra's apartment. Hey, why is this so familiar? This sounds familiar. I'm gonna find the song. Come on, vocals. Ooh, there's a hit. Love the background vocals. Ooh, I hear Mariah in the back. Oh, no, ooh, this is going in my playlist. Oh, I love that. The percussive elements, the vocals, like it was such a dreamy, kind of reminds me of the song Love is a House, and definitely 90s vibes, but like in a good way. By the way, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing with this. I'm just winging it. A little bongo. Oh, we're picking it up. Ooh, this is Emotions vibes. Oh, he's taking it. Those notes in the back. Is that Mariah? I remember seeing a video where someone was like, they don't think this should have been the second single. And I have to agree because although it's up-tempo and it's fun, I feel like it doesn't really... I feel like I'm more interested to know what else is on the album because I see the first 3 songs are the singles. So I feel like I've kind of heard these before because I've definitely checked this out before. So I'm interested to see. Those vocal runs though, eating down. Is that a whistle in the back? This is really relaxing. I'm gonna fall asleep. And I can hear Mariah all over this because the background arrangements stand out, and that's every Mariah song. The background vocals. You're just gonna snatch my entire hairline like that, Trey? I didn't remember what I was gonna say. Wow. We deserved another duet from him and Mariah. He channeled so many people on there. It was like giving Mariah, it was giving Aretha, it was giving Luther, it was giving Patty, it was giving Michael there. It's giving Celine, it's giving vocal divas. Divos. Vocals. Keyword vocals. Still don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, the skincare girls are gonna drag me. Ooh! Ooh, I live for this early 90s, late 80s production. Like this screams like Prisoner, You Need Me. I can totally see Celine singing this. This is so like Love Can Move Mountains. Ooh, that's my favorite so far outside of the singles. This is kind of giving SWV. You're always on my mind. This is kind of like the precursor to Do You Think of Me, that track that was left out of Music Box. It kind of reminds me of that little bum, bum, and Love You Till the End of Time from Emotions. Yes. Trey went to the school of Mariah Carey in building up to the last chorus for that bliss of vocal runs, and I love it. I hear so many Music Box songs in this album because it was like the in-between. The vocal production and arrangement on this album is insane. Oh, this is very like giving me like early 90s boy band R&B, like Jodeci, Boyz II Men, the band Bobby Brown used to be in, I just forget the name. New Edition. I love this era of production, that New Jack Swing. I love it. Like Keith Sweat and Janet influence. The Janet print is on this one. We need to bring spoken interludes back into pop and R&B music. Key change, key change. Oh yes. He's taking it. He's taking it. This is talent. Wow. Those notes. Trey's vocal range is insane. Insane. La la la. Very shooby-doo 60s. Ooh, I'm scared for the last chorus. I'm scared. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. I just love how Trey, like, the song is fading always at the end, and he's just hitting those like Patti LaBelle notes. Okay, fine. Ooh. Hey. Oh, wait a minute. Back to life. Back to reality. Was that not Soul to Soul? Okay, this is giving like homage to There's Got to Be a Way, because that's how they met. But also a little bit of Soul to Soul, Back to Life, a little bit of Rhythm Nation. Every artist is following that Rhythm Nation print. They had to have like a socio-political song. This is a really good groove. I love this. Trey did that. Okay, don't eat like that. Ooh, I think this is my favorite song on the album, I Fear. I love that one. That's why I just like, because some of my favorite Mariah songs are the gospel-oriented ones, like Make It Happen, There's Got to Be a Way, Anytime You Need a Friend. So that was definitely within that vein, and I think that's why I really resonate with this so much. Can we just talk about the album cover for a minute? Like, I can't tell if it's like a clock or it's like a shadow, but I love the filter. I love how it's like a white shirt for the projection of the clock arms, whatever you call it. And I like the font. Really good branding. Wow. That was completely blew my mind. The thing is, like, usually whenever one of my favorite artists has an artist that they're trying to push, or they start a label, or they have like a background singer or whatever, they're supporting artists. Like I said in the beginning, an artist adjacent artist. I feel like Beyonce is the only one that I can think of at the top of my mind. So don't come for me if other people have legendary ones. I just feel like, for example, Beyonce, she signed Chloe and Halle, and that was music excellence right out the gate. Whereas I feel like, or Madonna, who had Alanis Morissette on Maverick Records, or I'm just trying to think of someone else comes to my head, but whatever. Whereas my other artists that I love, and they start a label or do something, like, the artists are always missing the mark. Now, I knew that Trey had the chops. I knew that Mariah's a musical genius, and she has really good taste at curating and signing people and seeing potential in artists. So I really I was expecting it to be good, but I wasn't expecting it to be this amazing. But again, that was really foolish of me, because Trey is such an incredible male vocalist, probably one of the best of his generation, no shade. He just didn't have the platform to showcase that. And this album is exemplary of that, because he is literally drawing from Patti, Aretha, Luther, Whitney, Mariah, like all the vocal greats, and is also holding his own. I love the way he does such unique vocal arrangements. You know, it's hard to come up with unique vocal arrangements, unique melodies, whatever. However, I will say that I did hear a lot of music box or emotions influences in there, and that's obvious because Mariah was co-producer on 6 of the tracks. So it was interesting how I found little tidbits, little Easter eggs that would lead to music box, such as there were songs where I had little inflections of "Do You Think of Me" and "Everything Fades Away" and "Love You Till the End of Time" and whatever. But overall, just a really great debut album. And this is the thing, is like, I feel like before, in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s, like, artists, record labels would take a chance on an artist and at least let them get an album out to express themselves. And, you know, usually because, you know, talent was the mandatory requirement back then, it's always usually a solid effort, and that is true. Whereas now it's like there's no talent, but the record label also doesn't give them a chance to develop, so people can't even get the debut album out. So I'm so proud of Trey for getting this out, and now I'm really curious to see the music videos for this. Okay, we have 2 music videos. First is "Someone to Hold." Okay, here we go. We're in the building. Like I said, it's giving Pose vibes to me. Like everybody just hanging out in the apartment. It's the 90s. Oh, they're fighting. Ooh, let me turn this down a bit. Some Timbs, some jeans, a flannel moment. Love that. Like, that's really what I wear every day. Sure. Oh, they're doing with that claymation? That's cute. Oh, I love that shot with the birds. That's really cool. Trey was definitely taking notes from Mariah of showing people of all different walks of life. We have teachers, students, old people, young people on the street, whatever. I love that. Why is this giving Make It Happen with the Sunset Building? What is this ending? There was a story, but I don't get it. She doesn't know him. It was like an imaginary someone to hold. They broke up. Is it up to the viewer, the interpretation? Okay, I see you, Trey. I see your creative genius. He had a pair of Timberlands, a jeans, a gray hoodie, a flannel, his own street, and a dream. A building during the sunset and a dream. Next one, the only other one, is Photograph of Mary. Oh, okay, a little distorted filter. Is this, oh, we're in the back in the same apartment? Oh, I love a good wicker chair from the 90s. Hey. Okay. By the way, who's Mary? Like Mary, Jesus, and Joseph? With this one, I'm kind of getting like it's a fusion of Make It Happen and like That's the Way Love Goes. Like Mariah, he's showing all different walks of life and the microphones and the instruments, whatever. But it's in this apartment with the carpet and everyone's kind of just chilling around, and that kind of gives me That's the Way Love Goes vibe. Very interesting. And now I just realized this music video is probably from around the same, probably before That's the Way Love Goes. So it's interesting. Did I just see a horse? What is that? A pony? An alpaca? Why? What with the random? He took notes from Mariah's emotion video. What's with the random animals? I don't get it. There's a lot of things happening, and at the same time, there's nothing happening. We got people in the bath, the alpaca pony theme. We got everybody singing. We got the trays everywhere, the visual filters. It's very chaotic. There's a baby now? Wow, those videos were a lot to take in. It was like simple, but at the same time, very chaotic. Again, a solid debut. It's a shame that Trey wasn't given the chance to keep expanding his discography, because I just feel like with R&B on the rise and the integration of hip hop and Y2K, I feel like he really would have thrived in that adult contemporary era, like Toni Braxton, Celine Dion, like in that late 90s, like My Heart Will Go On, Unbreak My Heart. I feel like he would have really thrived there. And so it's a shame that the label didn't believe in that. But I'm so happy that he's still friends with Mariah, and he has another album that I can't wait to react to later on when we get to 2007. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Plus, let me know in the comments below, what's your favorite song from this album?